angry.
Get that thing out of my face before
Excuse me, Chief.
What?
Yeah, she's on some shit, man, but I love it. I love it, man. I loved her animation. That was a character I couldn't wait to come onto the screen, man. I like, where Misty at, man? I love y'all, but shit, Misty, that's my girl right there. All right, people, let's talk about these bad guys that we got here. Now, if you're sensitive to the pronouns, then this might be pissing you off already right here because, oh shit, let me see. This might be making you mad already because they're not really all guys, but at the same time, they're not all human either. So let's not get too crazy right here because they take a lot of liberties with that title right there. But the bad guys, man, I tell you one thing they did get right with that name. They are bad. Now, they aren't the worst. I'm sure there's another crew out there called the worst guys. They're probably out there murdering people and everything.
Also the even worse guys.
Yeah, even worser guys. Yeah, because they don't kill people or anything like that. Ooh, but they steal a lot of shit.
They love to steal.
They steal a lot of stuff, and they have no remorse about it at all. They just do it just to do it.
Just to do it.
They don't need no more money.
No.
They good.
They're like, hey, if you're gonna hate us anyway, we might as well do bad stuff.
Exactly. But they are quick to remind us, and Martin kind of hinting on this, hey, look, man, it ain't our fault. You made us. You did society. You did this. Oh, because we predators like to prey on people. All of a sudden, you just tell us we bad. All right, you know what? You pushed us into being what we are. That's why we got to take your stuff. Because that's the way you stereotyped us.
Like, you blow down a couple of pigs' houses, and now everybody looks at you like you're the bad guy.
I know. Looking at us with fear and ignorance and all these stereotypes. Not every wolf out there blowing pigs' houses down.
I mean, most of them.
Most of them do. But not all of them. That's just a horrible stereotype.
Not all wolves.
Exactly. We never gave them a chance to be good. But that chance might finally come when let me see if I can find it here. That chance might finally come when a rich genius guinea pig, Mr. Molasses over here, I believe his name. I'm sorry, excuse me. See, that's why these animals turn mean, because I don't get no respect. Professor Molasses over here says, you know what? I believe in you guys, and being the smart guinea pig that I am, I propose an experiment. Put a little Clockwork Orange over here. You know what? If I just show these animals, these bad guys, as you call them, if I give them a course, just spend some time with them and show them how to be decent to each other, then just maybe, they can turn around from being the bad guys to the good guys. Oh, will it work? Can the bad guys be good guys? Can the bad guys make a good movie? Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for The Bad Guys. Let me just also let people know I am so happy that song was not used in the movie. It's just for the trailer.
Oh, what's wrong with that song?
It's overplayed.
Is it?
Yeah, they played it in everything at the time. They've been playing this in movies for so long. You remember that Super Kid, that evil Super Kid movie? They played at the end of that.
Okay.
Yeah, they played the song. Not that I hate it, the song's been overplayed on the radio. It's been played in every time you got something where somebody's a bad guy. They played it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was so happy when I said, please don't play that obvious shit in this movie right here, right now. And they did not.
You ever wonder what it'd be like if the world wasn't scared of us?
I'm the bad guy.
The movie starts. I'm going to get into some details about this plot a little bit later, but let me just tell you how the movie starts. The movie starts with a wolf and a snake sitting in a diner talking about nothing for about 3 or 4 minutes before you realize that the whole place is terrified of these two, and they're on their way to a bank robbery, which is what you see right here. And I looked at them, I said, wait a minute. I said, this is Reservoir Dogs with an actual dog. Right there. This is Pulp Fiction. This is the beginning of Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I was like, this is so Pulp Fiction, but you don't like right off the bat go, oh, it's Pulp Fiction. You're just like watching, like, hold on a second.
Like, wait a minute. This is the beginning of Pulp Fiction, man, and again the beginning of Reservoir Dogs. Like I say, except they got an dog in there, man. I was like, oh, but they made a Quentin Tarantino movie for kids right now at this, and I was like, wow, that's really cool, man. Except, it wasn't like a parody. It's like they were actually doing sort of like a Quentin Tarantino type movie. They were playing it straight. As straight as you can do with a talking dog and a snake. After the whole Quentin Tarantino thing, it would have been cool to see them go down that line. But after that, it just turns into sort of a wacky heist movie. And it's a parody of heist movies. Pick the ones you want. Maybe Ocean's 11 mainly. But I tell you, it remains fun, man, because it never slows down. The movie's like me on caffeine, so maybe that's why I like it. Because when I'm on caffeine, and this man can tell you, I'm all over the place.
Mile a minute, 3 different questions all at once. I was like, which one do you want me to do first? What are we doing?
I can't hold a thought for for 3 seconds, man. I'm all over the place. So maybe this movie was moving at my speed when I saw it, because because this movie is like being around me. When I'm on coffee, it could either be fun or exhausting, depending on how, when I'm on caffeine. But the plot with this is even crazier. As I was saying, you got these bad guys, these characters who are known for being frightening animals, predators. As I said, you got a wolf, you got a shark, you got the wolf's best buddy, a snake, you got a piranha, and you got a tarantula. And all of them got skills for pulling capers and crimes. All of them are criminals, just living up to their name. And things are going good. Like I said, man, really, they're funny, but they're assholes, man. I mean, they just do it for the fun of it. They don't have to. You go to that place, they got gold and they got money bars, art.
That was the thing. When they showed their lair with all the shit they got, and they're like, now we got to plan our next job. It's like, what are you guys even doing with this stuff?
Yeah, they don't even spend it. They're just
collecting. They're like dragons.
They're just dicks, man. Yeah, exactly. And they're just doing it because they don't know what else to do. They all could live really nice lives. They never got caught. But see, that's what I like about this with heist movies. There's 2 things that happen. It's always that last score, and it's always, well, now it's personal. And, well, that's what happens here, man. They see one trophy that they need to get. One thing that they never been able to really steal, the golden dolphin.
All the best thieves have tried and failed.
There's been one, the night paw or something.
The red paw. The crimson paw.
The crimson paw, the greatest criminal out there, the greatest thief out there couldn't even get it. And when they tried, they get, it ruined them so much they couldn't steal it. They didn't steal nothing else. And they say, well, now we gotta do it. But when they get in there, now here's where the story even gets crazier. I won't say what exactly happens, but what I would say, some of the things that throw it off: a genius hamster that wants to make them all good, and a story involving a comet that came down and crashed in the middle of the city.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Did not see that in the trailer.
The movie is really good about every time it's following a formula that it goes like, yeah, but there's also this.
Yeah.
You're like, wait, what?
And because we were like, all right, we're already dealing with a bunch of animals that just hang out with humans and they all just kind of steal stuff. And hey, we're good right now. But wait, a comet comes down and leaves like an asteroid or rock that's the shape of a heart that's very valuable. And now, hey, you know what? Since we stealing shit, let's just go for that too. So it's a lot going on in this movie. But really the theme that's going on here is that they always have that one moment in these type of movies, especially for kids, because we can't make a movie about villains and thieves and criminals and let that be a role model for the kids. No. The bad guys, all of a sudden, one of them has a change of heart, decides to be good. But can he fight this whole reputation and years of doing what the whole crew's been doing? Just being bad. And will it come between all of them as friends? Oh, hey, just because you want to be good on me, we want to be good. We're good at this shit. Mm-hmm. You go be good. You traitor. You bitch. so, friendship is probably the biggest thing at stake here, more than freedom. I'm gonna pass this to Martin, but I would say, as if I haven't hinted at this already, silliness is the key to enjoying this. You know, you have to accept the silliness that's happening here. You got a piranha and a shark that is walking around out of the water on land, just breathing in the air. They don't explain it. It doesn't need to be explained. Why are these animals walking around with human beings? Well, that's just the world we live in. Why are some animals and others dress in nice fancy clothes and own mansions and have jobs and all this kind of stuff? You have a guinea pig right here, Professor Marmalade. But then again, he lives in a mansion. He's got an assistant. He lives a nice life. But then again, there's a lab across town that actually has little guinea pigs in there that act like guinea pigs. They don't explain any of this stuff. You just go with it.
You're talking to a generation of kids who grew up with SpongeBob, where
Yes.
everybody lived underwater, under the sea, and would still drink a glass of water.
Yep. And speaking of that assistant, that's another. What I like about this is that this movie just does things without explaining a damn thing that's happening. This Professor Marlin got this assistant. And that assistant don't talk. You look at this. It's a weird guy who never talks. He's always clapping like a child when he's happy. You know that they're having sex, those two. But they never give him a name. You just go with it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's it.
And you laugh every time he comes on screen because he's creepy looking.
Yeah. He tells that dude to do something. The dude pulls a lever. He's like, it's like you don't know what's wrong with him. He got a little bellhop hat on. It is such a weird, creepy design because it doesn't even really fit with the rest of the movie.
It doesn't.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's like somebody just drew that and said, "Man, put that shit in the movie because that's funny." I'm not gonna say you have to like the movie, not at all. But I mean, really, if you go in and saying, "Man, that's not right," you know that's then no, you don't belong there because you're taking shit way too seriously. But again, go in with a silly attitude. Go in with this whole thing of being able to enjoy a really fast-paced movie, and I think that this would be something that you can get into, even if you're taking your kids to it.
Yeah. The attitude of the movie is it's not going to take itself seriously. There's no reason that you should. You're being an asshole if you do. Outside of the Pulp Fiction opening, from that point forward, it's basically like if you took, say, what was the Michael Bay movie, Six Underground,
Yeah,
and then the other Netflix movie, Red Notice,
Yeah,
and pick your Fast and the Furious, and whatever Michael Bay you want to throw in there, and all the Ocean's 11 movies. And you put all those together, that's what was written for this. That's the premise. They give each one of the characters a really distinct and fun personality. They don't stop being bad guys, which is a thing. Like, so one of the things that pushed this over for me, where Despicable Me always failed me, whereas like he's the bad guy. It's like, not really. He's not.
Yeah.
These guys are. And to not, when at the moment where you have the main character, the wolf, who is very much the George Clooney of the whole thing. They even reference it at some point. They acknowledge that. Him having his change of heart and wanting to be good, it's done in such a way that speaks to canine, their inherent, the way they think, the way they operate, that you just love it. Like, it's like, oh, I get that. And as Corey mentioned, the movie just keeps going. It goes. So when it gets to the third act and it gets silly, it's just been going at such a great pace.
it parodies everything you see in a heist movie, right down to the types. You got the wolf, who's the leader, voiced by
Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell.
It's good casting.
It's interesting casting. No, it's very interesting casting. Sam Rockwell, your boy from Glow.
Mark Maron.
Mark Maron's the snake.
I was like, that sounds like Danny DeVito, but I know it's not.
Yeah, well, I was confused with everything because I thought that was Danny DeVito. I thought the wolf was Owen Wilson the whole time when I heard it.
I'm so used to Sam Rockwell doing cartoon voices, I recognized him right off.
Yeah, I kept thinking, I had to look at my phone because I was like, oh, you know why I did it? Because I was like, I've been watching this for an hour and not one wow came out. Like, that's not like Owen, man. But you have the snake, that's the safe cracker. You got the piranha voiced by the dude from In the Heights.
Oh, Anthony Ramos. It's fun though. I always think of him as John Leguizamo's kid, and through so much of this movie, I was like, I think that's John Leguizamo. And at the end, it was like, oh no, it's Anthony Ramos.
Yeah, no, I knew it was him who plays every one of these crews have the crazy type. He's the crazy one. You got the tech person. Aquafina is the tarantula who's always, going in, cracking stuff from the virtual side, stopping the lights and making them turn green so they get away. Little tech stuff like that.
Hacker.
The hacker, yeah. And here's the funniest part right here. Craig Robinson is the master of disguise, which just means putting on a mustache and a nose, and everybody's like, oh, wow, you're my father. It's that kind of silliness that goes on, man, in this. And the gags, now if you like that gag, they keep doing this kind of stuff in the movie, man. There's a gag in here that totally had me laughing out loud, man. There's a scene where the little piranha, and I say little piranha, there he is right there. You see how short he is as opposed to everybody else. There's a scene where he, because they always have that scene where they got to take out one of the wait staff and take their costumes or their uniforms. That little piranha knocks out this dude that's about 6 feet tall, about 200 pounds, drags his ass in the bathroom and walks out wearing his clothes. and explain nothing. They didn't have a tailor in there and everything. And I said, all right, see, that's the kind of stuff that I love. When they do that on purpose, man, because they consciously did that.
Yeah.
That's an absurdist joke, man. I love that, man. Again, just go with it.
Yeah, so often you see that in the movie and you're like, come on, you guys, you're being sloppy. And here, you're like, they know what they're doing.
Oh, okay.
Some of the best humor comes in here when they start turning good, man. When they want to, because they're so good at being bad that they want to stay bad, no matter how much feeling good feels good. They fight it, man. They fight it with every fiber of their being, but they can't do it. And watching them try to fight being good is some of the best humor that they have going on in the film.
Thank you, dear.
With that tail, no. Like he holding diarrhea or something. Yeah, those man.
Or an erection.
Yeah. Shit, what, the dick coming in his ass? Yeah, those work because not only those parts are funny, but as opposed to some of the other parts of the movie where it's just moving so fast and being absurd, those are some really cute parts in the movie too. And it really works on a feel good level, man. I liked it a lot, man. Watching this part and seeing how it played through the rest of the film and how it affects the rest of the crew. Again, like I said, it's fun seeing how it affects the friendship because friendship's the big, huge theme right here. While I'm talking about things that are good, Martin, may I tell them about something good right now? Don't do this because HelloFresh is so good, man. I'll tell you.
Tastes good.
It tastes good. We love doing HelloFresh. You know what? If you're a bad person, try using HelloFresh, man. Cook for a little bit. You might make you have a change of heart when you start cooking with your little shitty friends over there.
Sure, it'll make your tail wag.
It'll make your tail wag. With pleasure, man. Listen, HelloFresh, and I'm about to get another box from them. I might start just getting them myself, but they are sending me something else. And my wife and I were talking about it because we were so excited because we miss cooking together because apparently we don't cook together until HelloFresh sends us stuff.
Sure.
HelloFresh, what's great about this is that HelloFresh, they're a service that brings fresh ingredients right to your door, and they bring recipes with it so that you can prepare your own meals. And these are meals that take around 30 minutes to 20 minutes, depending on what kind of meal that you get and what kind of plan you get. And that's cool because who doesn't want to start eating with your family and your friends or your girl or your boy or whatever that is out there? You want to help and cook. It's fun and everything, but you want to sit down and start grubbing and start, hanging out. And that's what it lets you do with also minimal cleanup in the kitchen. So these ingredients, some very farm fresh ingredients, are brought to your doorstep in under a week. It's also saving you time without having to go to a restaurant. Saves you a lot of. Saves you time of going to a grocery store, but saves you money from going to a restaurant. Look, we all know how much they mark up stuff at the restaurants out there. It's fun to go out sometimes. I get it, but hey, man, for all of us who want to save a little money right now, and at this point we all do, this is a great option right here. You get about 6 recipes per week to choose from, and here's the great thing about that. You can actually go in and customize these, so if you love meat, they got a meat lover's recipe for you. You're trying to keep low on calories and carbs, then you can do that too. And you can also go and get either some very, very straightforward comfort food recipes, or you can get, as luxury as you want. for what they have available right there. And as I was saying, customizing these means that you can also do straight up veggie meals. Because I'm going to give you a lot of food for a little price. Go to HelloFresh.com/doubletoasted16 and use the code doubletoasted16 to get up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. 16 free meals. And I want to thank HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit, for supporting this portion of the show. And I want to thank all of you out there for, well, supporting us all the time. All right. Moving on. This is an animated film. And, you know, I can be kind of critical on animated films sometimes because I have an animation background, but and I'm an animation nerd, but I like the animation style here. Now, I'll be honest with you. These are, you know, this is something that we hadn't seen before, and I think movies have done it better. This is where they're starting to do the 3D models with some of the 2D features on there, maybe dry brush, pastel, 2D cartoon-looking things on the 3D models. It's a great look, and it's not anything new anymore.
Sure. So I mean, Into the Spider-Verse is the, you know, that's the top.
That's the one everybody goes to. But I've seen other people do different styles on it. This is not really too different from anything that they've done out there. But that's not to say it's bad. I actually love this style, and it's really cool right here. One of the things I noticed is that they do it with the eyes. They have a real good, strong design with the 3D characters. And then the facial expressions, those eyes, it was a great idea using like 2D cartoon looking eyes on these characters.
They can be so much more expressive.
Yeah, it was just, it's a nice look, man. Little dry brush strokes on there. But the animation is so frantic and exaggerated that it just added to the fun. This is sort of that Cal art style in a lot of this movie too. Cal art style is what they call sort of like the Steven Universe thing, where everybody's starting to go out there and you see so many animated shows starting to adopt this style. Now we're starting to see it in movies now, and they do it in this film right here. But again, I think that the way they do it with these characters is fun because that kind of style fits how frantic the movie is, because a lot of these characters have very frantic poses and animations that go along with them. And there's a chick in here.
The police chief?
Oh, there's a chick in here named, and you can see her right here losing her damn mind. Officer Misty, who's voiced by Alex Borstein. That's the woman that does what's her name? Lois on Family Guy. I love her animation because she's crazy in this. She takes her job. Shit, when you watch the animation, she looks like the kind of police that would bust drug dealers and use their shit. And she's on something, man. She's way too aggressive. She's way too hyper, man. But it's a great animated character, and you'll see what I mean by that Steven Universe Cal art style that they're doing in here, which I think is done very appropriate for this style of movie.
For so long, your fleas will have fleas.
Look at this! Right on the side of the car.
I didn't notice that. She used the nightstick to keep
the car going.
Yeah.
She's on something.
That thing out of my face before
Excuse me, Chief.
What?
Yeah, she's on some shit, man, but I love it. I love it, man. I loved her animation. That was a character I couldn't wait to come onto the screen, man. I like, where Misty at, man? I love y'all, but shit, Misty, that's my girl right there. Richard Ayoade.
Yeah.
Richard Ayoade is he's the hamster.
Guinea pig.
I'm sorry, guinea pig. Oh shit, that's racist as fuck.
Well, it's an important distinction in the movie. That's the only reason I corrected you on it.
And that's racist, man. I'm sorry to all guinea pigs and hamsters out there. I apologize. But Professor Molasses, Richie Ayoade does the voice, man, and he does a great job at seeming like sort of so nice that you're kind of being a little pretentious in a way.
Smarmy.
And smarmy, yeah, I get you, man.
He's so passive aggressive the way he says something. Yeah, like he's being nice, but it's still condescending.
It really is, and he'll do his little hands in a condescending way. Oh, I guess so. But anyway, it's like you little bitch, you just blew me off, didn't you? You little son of a bitch. But the thing about this, man, is that and Zazie Beetz. Zazie Beetz. Kick them funky Zazie Beetz over here. She plays the governor, Who's man? What I like about this, the governor. This city is awesome, man. You can tell it's a liberal ass city because she's the governor of this state with an eyebrow piercing, man. And I was like, oh shit,
trendy.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Zazie Beetz is a great voice. Look at him.
Zazie Beetz as a fox.
Yeah.
That's typecasting.
Look at it. He's like, God damn, this girl is fine. Look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at this tail on this mama right now.
Oh, the furries are gonna love this movie.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah. They've already started.
Of course they have. When the
There's
trailer
pic-
came out,
yeah.
they already started.
Yeah. There's pictures of that fox and that wolf right now. I'm telling you right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, man.
He's looking at her like, God damn.
Yeah. Shit, move that tail to the little side, girl. Move to the side. Yeah,
See what
like
you're rocking.
that.
See what you're sporting.
Yeah, shit. Before they cut, he just a little bump down there. But with these voice actors, they're so good. In the movie, this whole thing about friendship in the film, they do a great job at having these scenes where they're all together and behaving like friends do. The thing that's so cool with that is that I imagine all these voice actors were in separate spaces, but because the voice direction is so good on this, and because they just do such a great job at the writing of making these characters seem actually like friends, oh damn, I think I don't have my clip that I want to show you. They do a great, oh, there it is. They do a great job at making them seem like they've been friends for a long time. These characters are so exaggerated. I mean, they're animals who, with these cartoony personalities. But as far as them hanging out together and seeming like friends, they actually do a great job with that, man. One of the reasons why is because they're always fighting each other. It's not all friendship and magic when they're together. They're always arguing. They're always fighting each other. And if you have a close friend, there's not going to be a time where you're not going to have an argument or you're going to have a fight with each other. And that's what's conveyed in these personalities that's done so well.
Pop me, please.
Nope. Sucker. That's it. I'll teach you to share.
Okay, Jesus. I hope most of us don't eat our friends. I didn't think about that.
Well, our friends shouldn't be assholes.
Yeah, exactly. Martin, if I could put barbecue sauce in your ass right now, you pissed me off so many times. Yeah, it's a lot of funny scenes in there like that, though. But the other part is, not only is the friendship conveyed when they're being goofy, but when they also have real conflict, it works too in this. So yeah, man.
It does. Their conflict, it flows in a way that, oh wow, this feels like genuine friends having a major conflict.
Yep.
As opposed to just, we're doing this just because the movie needs this to happen. You're like, I've been feeling this. I've been watching this build for a long time.
Yeah.
Probably way before I even got here.
There's a lot going on in this, if you couldn't tell, with comments and Avengers and all this kind of stuff. And there was a moment where I was like, well, you know what? Did we really need that part right there? Not really. But it didn't bother me too much. Go ahead.
Yeah, is this DreamWorks?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. That's right, because the wolf is in the moon when it starts. This is DreamWorks doing what they do best when they get celebrity voices, but they're good. And the writing is fast and funny and sharp. Like, they when the times when they go like, look, we're not Pixar. We can't do that. We aren't even going to try to make a Pixar movie. We want to give you laughs constantly and make sure you have a good time. And that's what this movie does. It really is. It's very high octane in the beginning, especially for the first couple of acts. Well, I take that back because it's really going whole hog toward the third act. But it's built up so much, and the fact that they had emotional and plot twist that kept going into the third act, I was impressed by, because normally by that point it's just all right, well, let's just coast to the end.
Yeah. What would you rate it?
Well, it's tough because part of me thinks, well, it's a really high matinee, and on the other hand, I'm like, it's a low full price because there's not much wrong with it. It accomplishes everything it's going for.
Yeah. So would you give it?
I'll give it a low full price. It was a really enjoyable movie.
Good. Nice.
Yeah, I give it a high matinee. Even at an hour and 40 minutes, like I said, I don't think there was some things that were needed in here. Every movie that's not Pixar I've seen or a movie for kids, there's a fart joke in there. I'm like, man, is this are we taking like we having screenings now where the kids just say, where's the fart joke at? That's what I'm missing. I don't know. But yeah, but again, that's a small complaint with how well the movie's doing this thing. I laugh constantly in this.
Yeah, I'm sitting next to you. Normally you try to keep to yourself your emotions, but you were laughing hard throughout the whole thing.
If I laugh, I laugh. I will. I did. And if it's movies not making me laugh, then if you don't see me laughing, the movie's not making me laugh. Because I go to a movie to enjoy myself. No matter what. And so, especially if I'm going to a comedy, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. I'm gonna get my time and money worth out of that. So yeah, and this did what it was supposed to do. It had me laughing the whole time. But I tell you what I really like about this: if you're gonna do absurd as comedy, just keep piling it on top of each other. This thing keeps just going crazy. Like they keep introducing something that's zanier and crazier, and I'm just like, oh shit, with this, keep it going, man. I like that. I mean, we get to a point we got zombie guinea pigs, man. We already got Pulp Fiction, a heist movie. I got Comet, and now we got zombie guinea pigs, and this is like, whoa, shit. All right, well, any other movie, I'd be like, that's too much. But here, I was like, yeah, you know what you're doing. Everything fits together. So yeah, it's a high matinee for me, man. I definitely recommend a lot of people go see this, especially if you have kids, man, because this will be one where you can sit down with your kids, and I guarantee you everybody's gonna enjoy this. Everybody's gonna have fun. I'll tell you how I know, because damn adults were talking more than the kids. Didn't bother me, but there's a woman who was in there talking her ass off. Come on now. And I know you didn't do them like that. I was like, oh, come on, man.
Jesus.
But I was kind of cool because I was like, our kids be looking at me. You shut the trying to enjoy the movie.